Alright, this is another Tamen TCG Creature Showcase where I show off creature cards for the Tamen TCG card game, and today we'll be doing a 2-for-1 special on the Fire Sprite and Infernus Wyvern. I am doing these two because they are the last two on the list, and also because uh, I just wanted to knock this out so I can get some other stuff going. So for the first one, we will be talking about Fire Sprite. Fire Sprite is an Infernus 2 creature, meaning that it takes up 2 spaces when summoned to the field. It is a humanoid Fey elemental type creature. It has a strike of 15, a guard of 10, and a range of 1. Its main ability is that ally Infernus strike gain 5, meaning that all Infernus creatures on your side of the field will gain 5 strike. It has one stance ability, which is while it is in a G stance and you tap it, it has a guard gain of 5 to ally Infernus, so it gives ally Infernus or all of your Infernus creatures a gain of 5 to their guard. Basically, it is just pretty basic Infernus ally support. So we're just going to do a representation of that. But before we do that, we have Infernus Wyvern, who is an Infernus 2, who also takes up 2 spaces while on the field. It is a Beast Wyvern type creature with a strike of 25, a guard of 40, and a range of 2. Its main ability is that it gains 5 strike when it is shifting from one stance to another stance. Its stance ability, it only has one, is when it's in the A stance and you tap it. It does plus 10 Infernus damage to rivals in range, and it has a range of 3, meaning that when you tap it, it does 10 damage to 3 opponent's creatures that it can reach within range. Alright, now for the representation, or for the example of Fire Sprite, we have her here on the field, and when she is on the field, it automatically puts up the 5 strike gain. And then when you tap her in the G space, it gives the 5 guard gain. Again, it's just basic. It's just a basic support for gaining stuff. Now we are moving on to the Infernus Wyvern and how he does his thing. So what we're going to do is we are going to shift it 1, 1, 2, 3 times, and that was 5 times each time. So it gives a total of 15 strike, plus up with its 25 strike gives it a total of 40 strike, so it becomes a pretty powerful creature to use just to strike with if you don't want to use its tap ability. But, in case you do, you're going to tap it in the A space. And then the 3 creatures that it can reach within range, they get an automatic 10 Infernus damage. And I think, and right here I'm going to explain exactly what Infernus damage is, or what elemental damage is. It's basically a damage type that is something that is like a more advanced mechanic in the game that I will be talking about in another video, but right now I'm just going to give you a short example. So basically, what damage type is, it is special damage that triggers extra effects. So for this particular example, we have Infernus damage plus 5. So if you have a creature that does, like say Infernus Wyvern, does plus 10 Infernus damage, there is 10 damage, and then the Infernus damage is 5, so that is a total of 15 damage altogether if it says Infernus damage. The initial damage and then the additional damage, that's what that is. And it only activates when it says Infernus damage, or, elemental damage of any kind, or, there's also like, there's all kinds of damage types that can be used within the game. And the reason I did this is because I was trying to make it so that you don't have to keep track of how much you're putting out towards a particular creature. You could do like heavy amounts of damage within like one battle phase. That way you're not getting lost on like how much damage this creature got or what that creature got, or so on and so forth. So yeah, basically this is from a material standpoint. I just didn't want to add counters to the game, because if I were to produce that would be more pieces to use. So yeah, but again, I'm gonna talk about all that later in in a video which focuses on damage type. I'm losing my voice. Yeah, that's basically it for this one. I actually feel kind of proud about this video. It only took me 2 shots to try and do this all at one time, and I don't think I did that badly. So yeah, so as like I said, these are the last 2 of the list for Infernus creatures for the starter deck of the Infernus starter deck. I repeated myself, but yeah, you understand. I hope you understand what I meant. I don't know if I'm going to do the rest anytime soon because I might be transferring stuff over to my laptop in order to, more easily edit things, or I could just do, well, no, because Microsoft won't allow me to do that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take some time to transfer things over, and then while I'm doing that, I can do some other stuff as well. Like now I can try and attempt to do some drawing videos since I have my tablet now, and not my tablet, my laptop now, and I can use my tablet to draw on the laptop to make some images and stuff like that. So yeah. Also, I currently have 22 subscribers, which is great. And when I was looking at that, I realized I haven't actually been doing any milestone kind of things, so like subscriber specials. So um, I'm also going to think about stuff to do for that because I should probably do more things like that, get people involved, and show my appreciation and whatnot. Which I don't want to say anything about it because I don't know how well it'll go, but I will definitely think of something to do because you know I didn't think I would get this far up with attention, and there are a lot of people who I see looking, and they don't really. There's a lot of looks, but there's not really a lot of you know. I don't want to try to force it, but there's not a lot of subscribing. So I think I just need to up my. I need to literally up my game a little bit, make it a little bit more interesting for people to see, and show that this is something that is going to happen. So yeah, I think I've been rambling on long enough. It's probably been about how long has it been? Oh, it's been about 6 minutes. So yeah, that was the video, or that was the creature showcase video for all the Infernus creatures. I do have a playlist that I'll be, putting together for this, and I got a lot more to say, but my throat is starting to hurt. So I will see you in the next one.